Imagine standing in a place so vast, so ancient, that it feels like stepping back in time. Today, we're not just visiting a monument. We're journeying through 2,000 years of history at the Karnak temple complex in Egypt. This isn't just one temple. It's a sprawling city of sanctuaries, pylons, and obelisks, dedicated to the gods, built by generations of pharaohs. So, grab your virtual explorer's hat, and let's uncover the secrets of one of the most magnificent religious sites ever constructed. Karnak's story begins around 2000 BC, during what we call the Middle Kingdom. Pharaoh Senusret I laid the first stones, dedicating a modest shrine to Amun, who was then a local god of Thebes. This initial structure, known as the White Chapel, was small but exquisitely carved. It was the seed from which a mighty forest of stone would grow. But at this point, Karnak was just a whisper of what it would become. Amun was a regional deity, and his temple was respectable, but not yet the center of the Egyptian universe. The real transformation began with the New Kingdom, around 1550 BC. The pharaohs of this era, like Amos I, drove out the Hyksos invaders and ushered in a golden age of wealth and power. With Thebes as their capital, the local god Amen merged with the sun god Ra, becoming Amun-Ra, the undisputed king of the gods. His temple had to reflect this supreme status, and so, the grand expansion of Karnak began in earnest. Pharaohs like Thutmose I started adding massive gateways, Kajit pylons, and majestic courts. He also erected the first pair of towering red granite obelisks, piercing the sky as symbols of the sun's rays. This era was a construction frenzy. Each pharaoh wanted to leave their mark, to outdo their predecessors, and earn the favor of the gods. Think of it as a divine competition played out in sandstone and granite. The legendary female pharaoh, Hatshepsut, wasn't one to be outdone. She commissioned 2 enormous obelisks, one of which still stands today as the tallest in Egypt. She also built the Red Chapel, a bark shrine for the sacred boat of Amen. However, her successor, Thutmose III, later tried to erase her legacy, walling up her obelisks and dismantling some of her structures. It's a fascinating tale of power and politics written in stone. Thutmose III, a great warrior pharaoh, also added his own contributions. He built the festival hall, designed to celebrate his military victories, and the said festival, a jubilee meant to rejuvenate the king's power. Walking through this hall today, you can almost hear the echoes of ancient ceremonies, the chants of priests, and the fanfare celebrating a divine king. Perhaps the most breathtaking part of Karnak is the great Hypostyle hall, initiated by Seti I and completed by his son Ramesses II. This hall is a dense forest of 134 colossal columns. The central 12 columns are a staggering 21 meters, or 69 feet, tall, their capitals shaped like open papyrus flowers. The remaining 122 columns are slightly shorter, with closed bud capitals. Imagine walking through this space when it was new, its ceiling intact, and every surface painted in vibrant colors. The play of light and shadow would have been awe-inspiring, designed to make any mortal feel small in the presence of the gods. Ramesses II, a master builder and propagandist, covered nearly every available surface with inscriptions and reliefs of his military triumphs, forever associating his name with Karnak's grandeur. Karnak was more than just a place of worship. It was the economic heart of Egypt. The temple owned vast amounts of land, livestock, and received tributes from conquered territories. It employed thousands of people, from high priests and scribes to farmers and craftsmen. The complex itself is divided into 3 main precincts. The largest is the precinct of Amun-Ra, which we've been exploring. But there's also the precinct of Mut, Amun's consort, connected by an avenue of ram-headed sphinx, and the smaller precinct of Muntu, the original local falcon-headed god of Thebes. The sacred lake within the Amen precinct is another incredible feature. This massive, stone-lined lake wasn't for swimming. It was where the priests performed ritual ablutions, purifying themselves before entering the sacred spaces. The sacred boats of the gods would also be floated here during festivals. It's a place of serene beauty, and near it stands a giant granite scarab beetle, an object of modern superstition and ancient symbolism for rebirth. As the new kingdom waned, foreign rulers came to power in Egypt, including Libyans, Nubians, and Persians. Yet, many of these new pharaohs continued to honor and add to Karnak. The Nubian pharaohs of the 25th dynasty, for example, built the kiosk of Taharqa in the first courtyard, a testament to their admiration for Egyptian traditions. Even the Ptolemies, the Greek rulers who followed Alexander the Great, and later the Romans, left their mark. They added their own chapels and gateways, blending their Hellenistic and Roman styles with the classic Egyptian architecture. This shows Karnak's enduring importance, a place that commanded respect for centuries. However, with the rise of Christianity in the 4th century AD, the old gods fell silent. The temples were eventually closed, and some were even converted into churches. The vibrant paint faded, roofs collapsed, and the sands of the desert slowly began to reclaim the great city of the gods. For over 1,000 years, Karnak lay largely forgotten, its colossal ruins a mystery to the outside world. It wasn't until the 19th century, with Napoleon's expedition to Egypt and the subsequent birth of Egyptology, that Karnak was rediscovered and its secrets began to be unearthed. Scholars and archaeologists started the monumental task of clearing the sand, re-erecting fallen columns, and deciphering the endless hieroglyphs that covered its walls. This work continues to this day. Every excavation reveals new details about its construction, its rituals, and the people who walked its courts. So when you visit Karnak, you're not just seeing a single moment in time. You are walking through a timeline of ancient Egyptian civilization. From the first chapel of Senusret, the first to the final Roman additions, Karnak tells a story of devotion, power, ambition, and the eternal human desire to create something that lasts forever. It is a living museum, a testament to the ingenuity and faith of a civilization that shaped our world. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through the Karnak Temple complex. It's a place that truly has to be seen to be believed. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more adventures into the past, and hit that notification bell. Let me know in the comments which ancient site you'd like to explore next. Until then, keep exploring.